Hey folks, let's do today's CSS Daily Target. Let's get it. Let's do it. Is it a watch? I don't know what it is, but it's cute. All right. What's the approach? We use the paragraph element here. Let's see what parts we need to do here to do that. I'm going to put the proper red on the background, margins on the element itself. I'm going to need a border radius of some value. Border radius. Let's do 2 inches just to be cute. With a semicolon. All right. Margins. 2, 3, 40 does it. And I'm gonna do the narrow part. The narrow part. There we go. It's got to be taller. 200, 220, and a little even narrower more. 50, 60, 162. That gets a lot of it. Now this background, we have different choices. So I think we want to do linear gradient. The background is linear gradient. We're going to do dark, and then transparent, and then dark again. So let's call it 30%, and then 70% at the other end. 0, 70%, 70%, like that. And I guess it needs to be a little more, 35 and 65. Doesn't matter too much for other purposes. And so this circle, serve circle is going to be what? Is a radial gradient. And let's make it transparent on the middle. And I can use my 1Q, which is really a kind of a synonym for circle for our purposes. That's a way to think about it. And then the dark color. And it's going to be like at, I don't know, 30 pixels or something. 0, 40 pixels. And then the red color. Something along those lines. It needs to be a little more. How about 50? 50, there we go. So that's, we've got the outer background, we've got the watch band, and we've got the whatever this circle part is called. So what's next? To me, okay, what can I do? I think it's 2 linear gradients really, and the first one, we'll do the up and down one first. Sure. It's going to be narrow, so it's at 50%, and it's going to be like 10 pixels wide, and it's going to repeat only on the y-axis, and that topples all of that background because we don't have valid code right now. And it's going to be transparent. Yeah, transparent. And then that color. Okay. So I'm giving it a height of, actually we're going to target a height of like probably 50 pixels, something like that. And commas in the right places. How about 20 pixels? 0. Oh, and I got bad code somewhere in here. Oh, here's missing comma. There it is. Okay. So that width is wrong. I'll make that width like 1. There we go. So we kind of see what I'm getting at there. What is it, like 8 pixels wide? A narrow thing. Probably do need to set a vertical, a wide background position. Let's do 200 pixels or 150 pixels. 40, 30, 20. You can kind of see that. 25. And then the height of that. Let's do a repeating. And do 0. 20, 0, 40 pixels. So that's kind of getting what I mean, sort of. And yeah, I need to have that width on there. And at the moment I've got that. So, okay, so the middle, so I'm doing this up and down part. So this is a very small, that's a small widget. And then this is taller. And I think that's kind of right. I guess I do need a Y background position, 10 pixels. There we go. So so the repeating is getting me. So what I need is a no repeat to figure out what the math is, right? So because of the background position right now, I can't see what I've created, right? I only see the white because it's just a little too high. So if I set this 60, 70, 80, 100, 110, 20, 30, there it is. So I gotta push it down into view. And to get the math right, it's always going to be slightly easier. 20, 30, 25. There it is. Okay, and I'm going to set black as the other color. And so I have the height is way too tall. So I do need to set a height for this. Let's call it 50 pixels. And do I need, so I don't think I need the repeating. But I do need to set, 20 pixels, 0, maybe. So that's what I've got now. And actually, it's going to be easier if I set the real color, even though I'm not going to keep it. 10. And this height is wrong. How about 40? So it's a 40 pixel tall background. Now, I'm going to make this red. Make it transparent, and then I'm going to let it repeat on the Y axis. Repeat Y, and those are my little guys. So I think this is very, very similar. And this one is repeat X, and it's got at a 90-degree angle. And these two dimensions are flopped, and these are flopped as well. All right, that kind of is doing it. And for this one, I can do red on the background and kind of never mind the fact that it's kind of in a never mind that. What is the never mind? The never mind is so we could this is kind of the background. We could variabilize this couplet, but I don't think there's much point in that. Okay, so 30, 40, 30, 45, 35. There it is. And then I need a background color. And that might be it. Oh, it's close. It's not quite right, is it? So what's the width? Is the width 8 pixels? Oh, no, so that's the width. So right now I have a width of 8. Is it 10 pixels? Oh, is the width 6? Yeah, the width is 6. And then this background position is just not right. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5. Ooh, tricky. And what's more, it's kind of asymmetrical, this circle. What if, do I need to do the keyword circle and it's because it's not working right? Oh, maybe. Ooh, tricky. All right. I think we need to do the same no repeat trick. Okay. So let's move this over 4. There we go. Okay. And this width is it slightly different? I think it's slightly different. 444. No, 440. 38. Now I'm going to put this red back on the background. And I'm going to let this repeat X. Repeat dash X. Ooh, so this I have the start slightly wrong. So that 7, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can't quite tell. It's possible this is not a good way to do this. I've got some errors here that are a little on the tricky side. So what am I getting right or wrong? Okay. So we might have some half values here that we need to deal with. Okay. That looks good. But surprising numbers, right? Like, I'm surprised by the numbers. Now this issue is a funny issue. Let's submit that and see what we get. I don't think it's 100%, but it's not impossible that it's 100%. It's just very unlikely given what we see of that diff. Okay, yeah, we're 99.9%. So I think that the smart money then is to not do that part like that. We do red and the outer color, and then we're going to move this to a whole new element. P plus P. He's going to have the same background that we were working on. And for that, and I'll put, just so we can really see him, here's the second one, P. Okay. So his margins are going to be different. Margin minus 100, probably 200, no, 180, 0. And then their background, gotta move that to the right place. There it is. Okay, so there's our ridiculous background. And we can't see our circle right now, and that's no good. Oh, because we've inadvertently. Okay, so we have a few different things here. So these margins have to be fixed. 0. So that circle is at 50%, 150 pixels to get that right. And then this margin 2, 3, 4, because the height of this is so wrong. That's why height 40. So 40. Yeah. Okay. Now we're in business. 70, 60. Okay. Too far up. Minus 140. Height 50, 60. Yeah. All right. Now. And these numbers are way wrong now. So we're going to fix them. Okay. And then we can put this back on. And let's see where we stand now. Not too bad. Not too bad. So now we've made the responsibility for this, the watch face, to be on this second paragraph element. That's what we've done. Now, hopefully, we can get these numbers right. There we go. So a little bit weird in terms of the numbers, but it looks right. Now it's possible that that I have the numbers wrong and the preview is lying to me a little bit, but be that as it may. Very tricky. So we're too wide and we're too tall, and it makes me, frankly, want to comment out and start fresh on all of these elements. Okay, on all the different pieces of this. Right now we're not seeing any of that because why? Some part of that is no good. I've got bad commenting that. I've screwed something up. Okay, and then let's put the word yellow on it. Okay, now. Okay, and we're going to do this red color. Great. As the border radius. Ha 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 ha. I have lost track of where the elements are. So that this is, I'm happy with that. I'm working on the wrong element. So I gotta spell the word right. Yellow, there it is. Okay. Sorry for the scrolling, sorry for the trickiness. Okay. I'm gonna add a no repeat. I'm gonna say, okay, so I think we know it's 10 pixels tall. I just have this position wrong. 9. No, we thought the widths were right. Okay. Something maybe asymmetrical about this. 7, 6, 7. I think we're too low, which means we need 5 there. Right, and then another. And were we saying that it's 6 pixels wide? There it is. So now we go repeat Y. Perfect. And then we need the second one. So we're going to uncomment what we commented. And I'm going to remove this default color. And we got to double check again. Oh, we need a comma and not a semicolon. Okay. 4, 3, 4, 5. All right. Is that 100%? It looks like it, and I hope it is. But could it not be? It could not be. It's possible I have it wrong, but let's see. That's it. We got it. 100%. Minify, unit replace. Very satisfying, tricky puzzle. A lot of interesting things going on. There's probably aspects of this that can be grossly simplified, but I'm happy with that. It's a holiday weekend. Hope you have a great day. Go make a webpage. Hope you enjoy this video, and keep doing your thing, and take care of each other and take care of yourselves. Bye bye.